welcome, Tami. Thank you for joining me for this YouTube series on self-publishing. I have your official bio below the video, but would you mind telling us a bit about yourself in your own words?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I'm Tami Overhauser. I'm a writer and a speaker and a mentor for women and the self-published author of The Strong-Willed Mama, about surviving and thriving, raising strong-willed children, all about parenting and raising difficult children. And I live here in Austin, Texas with my husband, Chad. We have 4 children, 2 grown daughters, 2 teenage sons that we're trying to get out of the nest. And what else? We like to exercise and cook and read and hang out. And I'm passionate about Jesus and helping women in all stages of life just thrive and live abundantly, like he's said we can. So
Amazing. Amazing. Awesome. So when did you self-publish your book?
So The Strong-Willed Mama came out in July of 2020.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So great. So what led you to decide to self-publish it?
So lots of things. I've been working in the cracks, as we say, writing in the cracks, and my side hustle for years and years and years. And a book about parenting, I feel like takes time because you're parenting. And so I'd been writing it for a long time, and I just really felt like, okay, I'm done, and now's the time. Let's get it out there. I'm ready. You know when the timing is right. Excuse me. And excuse me. And I had been trying during that whole time of writing it, trying to get myself in front of publishers and oh, I heard of a lady who works for the place and send her my stuff. And I just wasn't ready. And no one ever, okay, we'll get back to us when I thought, no, you don't understand. I have this big idea. The women are going to love it. I just need it to get in someone's hands. And so I just kept cracking away at it and writing it. And then I learned a lot about, just in my research, what the difference between traditional publishing and self-publishing. I thought, well, I think I want to self-publish. I think I want to be in control. I think I want to pull the trigger now. And I think these days, in my opinion, one of the only reasons to go traditional is validation. Like someone says, yes, you're a writer. We love you. Come. I felt like God already said that. So I was ready for someone to put my work out there. And so all that together, and mostly the timing, like strike while the iron's hot. And I'm so sorry. I realized how long it would take to traditionally publish too. I thought, no, I can't take that much longer. I need women to have this book right now. So those are kind of my factors.
Yeah. Amazing. I love that. I love your confidence and just that calling and that responsibility of stewarding this message, and the confidence that, yeah, this was something that you needed to get into readers' hands. I love that so much. Yeah, that's great. So what parts of your self-publishing journey did you enjoy?
Gosh, a lot of it, actually. I loved working with you. And I loved the efficiency of self-publishing. I loved the control, not control in a weird way, but just the autonomy. Like, no, I don't like that. No, this is what I had an idea what I wanted the cover to look like. And some of the verbiage, the title, I was not wavering on the title. And so I loved having control, but then also a framework, because I don't know what to do. Here are my pages, throw them to people. I don't know how to make a book. That was so interesting to me. And so just the control and the autonomy and the timing and the collaboration. I love a good team. And so it was so great and so fun and refreshing to work with a team of women, to work with you and your team and feel like, okay, here we go, guys, let's go, but still have the control and the final say in everything that goes on. Yeah.
Amazing. So I just assume that everyone's going to run into challenges self-publishing, because I know firsthand what the process is like. So what challenges did you face and how did you overcome them?
What challenges did I face? I wrote a few things down. I had, before I ran into you and your fabulous crew, I had a bad experience with an editor. Uh, just a bad experience with an editor, some user errors, some whatever. It was just bad all around. And so that was frustrating. And so I would say fully vet your editor and get references and referrals and examples, and don't just go with a friend of a friend, sister who likes to kind of edit. Like, I think that's a big deal breaker for me, is to find a good editor. I would put a lot of effort and money towards an editor. The launching part was a little crazy for me. I had no idea what to expect, like launch and launch team and launch coordinator and launching a book into the world. That was, I felt like I was at the top of a roller coaster getting pushed down, like, wait, I don't even know. So that part was a little scary to me, but again, y'all were fabulous. And I kind of took that part on my own. If you know, I was able to hire Amy Odland, and she helped me do that. But the launching was kind of wonky just for me. So if you want to say challenges in self-publishing, but from start to finish, handing over my manuscript and getting it out into the world, that I really didn't have any challenges other than things were new. And since I'm in charge, it was new. I guess if I had handed over a publisher, I could go about my business, and then all of a sudden it's on the shelf. I don't know, because I've never traditionally published, but I feel like the challenges were just something new and scary. And at every, okay, now it's time to do what? Oh, now it's time to do what? So the only challenge I had was with an editor, if you want to say like a negative challenge,
Right.
was the editing process.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like everything else was the natural challenge that comes from learning and doing something new.
Yeah. And again, the learning curve, and I know this probably is a follow-up question, but knowing what I was good at and what y'all were good at, and like, you know, if I want to do the cover, I'm going to do the cover. If I want to do the marketing, I'm going to do the marketing. You want to do the marketing? Okay, you could do the marketing. Find out what you're good at and do the things that you're good at and farm the rest out. Yeah. And so just coming up against every new thing, like, oh, what am I going to do here? We're just the normal challenges, and then that big hurdle with the editing. Yeah.
Amazing. So why don't you walk us through what parts of the process did you handle, and what parts did you hire out or have some support with?
Yeah. So you would ask me, what parts did I do myself? I wrote the book. That's about it. I wrote the book, and then I had it edited, and then your team did taking my PDF or my Google Doc and making it look like a book, the formatting. And so that was magical to me, the internal formatting. And then I had an idea of what I wanted to do with the cover. And then the publishing team brought it to life and made it, remember I said I want that little coffee cup, and y'all were like, what about a coffee cup and a Lego and a sippy cup? It was so fabulous. I loved it so much. And so that was a collaborative effort, but the formatting, the getting it all ready and looking beautiful, and then all of the uploading to Amazon and Ingram Spark, and I had no idea about an ISBN and all of those things that you walked me through that were so easy. Next time it's going to be so easy. And so I loved learning, but really I wrote the book, and then I watched y'all work your magic, and then I would say 70-30, I launched it and marketed it, and continue to put it before the women of the world.
Amazing. I love that. I love how you mentioned before of just knowing what your skills are and what other people's skills are, and being able to know that, that's the beauty of self-publishing. You have a vision for something, maybe not the skills to actually create that vision. So you find the people to create the vision.
Yeah. And some people, I would go on forums, and literally when I started, we were talking about this before, I would Google how to write a book and go, that's so interesting. 60,000 words, you say. I had no idea. But some people, when I got into the publishing part of it, the internal formatting was a no-brainer to them. They were like, I can do that. What I can't do is this, or what I can't do is this. I have no idea how to design a cover or what I want it to look like or what to say or how to market. I'm horrible with social media. So everybody, and that's the beauty of self-publishing, right? Like I love social media. So let me take that, you do the tech stuff, because I can barely, type. And so you do that and I'll do this, and we'll come together on this piece. And so it is like you're running your own little business when you're self-publishing, or I could give you the whole thing and say, I'll see you in July. And so I liked having the control over what pieces I do and what pieces y'all do.
Yeah. Amazing. So are there any parts of your journey that you would change, Tami?
Oh, what would I change? I don't think I would change anything. Looking back, and when I do it again, I will engage a self-publishing team earlier. I feel like, and I think you would agree, I came late to the game. Like, here's my whole book and my whole vision. And I feel like I would involve an editor and some beta readers early on and start maybe editing. Everybody's different, but editing chapter by chapter, so I gave you a whole entire book. It's like no time for anyone's opinion. Let's just go for it. And it worked out well, but I think it'd be better to involve a team early on in marketing and colors and themes while it's like cultivating in your heart. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to go back and say, oh, I wrote this 5 years in the making. But I think a collaborative team the whole entire way, and put lots of effort and lots of excellence into editing. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, and then create your circles and your socials, create a buzz and an audience. I mean, whether you self-publish or traditionally publish, it's true. You hate to hear it, that you need to build your audience almost way before you write your book, because and that's what traditional publishers will tell you, show me your audience already. It's kind of insulting. However, even when you self-publish, you get to the end and you're like, I have to find people to read this. Hello, who wants to read my book? And even a traditional publisher does not come with your built-in audience. You have to come with your book, with your built-in audience. And so I feel like next time around, and to someone just starting out, I would just, and building your audience isn't hard. If you're passionate about your topic, and I had a friend who told me, if you wrote a book on the topic, that means you're an expert, right? Or you think you're an expert anyway. And so be confident in that, and start leaking your work on social media. Start create a buzz. By the time I came out with my book, everybody knew, oh, she's the strong-willed mama. Oh, she's that lady who writes about parenting. She's that woman with the strong-willed children. And oh, she's writing about it. Let's go see. But I could have done better. But I was on social media. I already had a blog. I was had an Instagram account for the strong-willed mama. Like, I was already out there, and it paid off. It really paid off in readers and in book sales. So I would do it again, but more aggressively. Yeah. And so edit, and then don't be afraid to market yourself, because you wrote a book, something, and you want someone to know that you know something. So do that. Go push it. Yeah.
Amazing. And I think also, because you've done it once you've done that, you know what's coming, right? And so all those little things, now the next time you're thinking about all those little things right in the beginning stages of writing it. And it becomes a whole different experience.
Yeah. And it's like I was saying before, I felt like I was on the top of a roller coaster going like, what? Oh, we're going down? How far? How aggressive is that going to be? Is my stomach going to drop? Marketing made my stomach want to drop. But now then you get off and you're like, let's go again. That was the best. And that's how I feel. Like, let's go again. That was the best. Yeah. And now you're up here and you're like, oh yeah, this one's a doozy, but it's short. Or woo, hold on for this one. It's my favorite. So I feel the same, and the fear is gone. Like, let's just do it again. But yeah, be
Amazing.
excellent, market yourself, be your own cheerleader, because you're self-publishing. So like, be a self-promoter too. You got to do the whole thing, and then involve a team and farm out what you are uncomfortable with.
Amazing. So what would you say are the benefits you've experienced by self-publishing?
Benefits I've experienced self-publishing. Confidence to do it again. Total control. I'm in total control of my book, and when, how much it costs. If I wanted it to go on sale, I could do that. If I want to pull it, I could do that. It will always be available. Yeah, and just the total control that I published a book and it's out there and I'm in charge and I've got my little team and I built a little business around it, and just that pride and self-satisfaction of knowing that, oh, you did something hard and it paid off and it was fun. Yeah.
Amazing.
Not that
So
I
you,
would do it differently. I mean, if someone came along and said, "Hey, we want to take you," I don't know. I'd have to say, "Why? What? What do you want with me? How does this benefit me? Because this has been a great experience. Self-publishing has been a great experience." Yeah.
amazing. I love to hear that. So you've shared a lot of great insights already, and just, I think, really helpful for anyone who's maybe new to self-publishing. But is there anything else that you would say to someone who's considering taking the self-publishing journey?
I would say do your homework, research, ask yourself why. What's your goal? My goal was to get this message into the hands of mamas ASAP. And I wanted it to be excellent. And so all that, and taking all that into consideration, self-publishing was for me. And then I found it to be such a great experience. And so ask yourself why do I want to do this? And why do I want to do this? And what are my goals? And then do your research, do your homework, find excellent people to work with, farm out what you're uncomfortable with, and then be super proud and bold and pull the trigger.
Amazing. That was so encouraging and helpful, Tammy. Thank you for joining me for this interview. And I know people are going to take a lot away from what you've shared today.
I hope so. And working with you was fantastic. And your excellence. And if I didn't say it before, the clear timeline was so refreshing to me. And checklists, and that we stuck to the checklist and everything went according to plan in a world of creatives. That is so more than refreshing. It felt so safe. I was like, yes, thank you. Okay. Just excellence, excellence, excellent at every corner. And so thank you so much for making it such a fabulous experience for me.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. All right, everyone who's watching, thank you for joining us. And feel free to leave a comment below sharing what you're taking away from this conversation with Tammy. You can also find her information below, including a link to her book. So be sure to check that out too. Take care, everyone.
Bye.